We are recording. Hello and welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? How is everything? I have my little mic right here, which can only mean one thing: we're gonna be moving around. I hope the lighting is fine. I know it's not the best, but we don't have to have perfect lighting today, right? God, this sucks. Okay, so a little update. I am freshly married. I just got married last week, which is crazy to even say out loud, but that is not why we're here today. Today we're here to say goodbye to this guy right here, my infamous 𝐼𝐿𝐹𝐿 drawer. So if you have been following me for a while, you will definitely seen this before. Actually, my most viewed video is how to make your 𝐼𝐿𝐹𝐿 drawer open more. I've had this unit for at least 5 or 6 years, maybe even more than that. For an IKEA unit that has survived 2 moves and one of them in a different city, it has done pretty well. Yeah. Technical difficulties. So yeah, for it having survived 2 moves and multiple surgeries by me, I feel like it's time for something new. I definitely feel like I've got my money's worth out of it. It has served me well. I've had it for years. It has been perfect organization for me, but it is finally given up. I fully take responsibility for that. And I mentioned in my video on how to make them open more that this can make your drawers be more unstable. And I mean, honestly, screwing and unscrewing IKEA furniture multiple times will have its effects anyway, because they are not meant to last that long, and it has lasted quite long. So I desperately needed something new, because 1 or 2 of the drawers I cannot open anymore, or like I have to really struggle to open and close them. It was time for something new. I was like, what should I get next? I don't want to get the same thing, because I cannot be bothered to do the same thing as I did before to make them open completely. I was young back then and I had a lot of patience. I don't have that patience anymore. I'm almost 30. I needed something that already opens completely, because I can't do the half opening. You waste so much space. I ain't doing that. So I went to one store and I actually found this unit with the drawers that open complete, but that looked very weak, to be honest, and I didn't end up getting it. So my next stop was IKEA. It's actually very hard to find something at IKEA that opens completely, but there was this one series of drawers and nightstands and stuff that actually opens completely. So I went and bought them. I bought 3 of them. Each of them has 2 drawers. There was actually one more that had 3 drawers, but that was completely sold out. And you know me, I'm impatient. I'm not gonna wait 1 or 2 or 3 months to do this. When I get an idea, I want to do it now. So yeah, I got the one with 2 drawers and I got 3 of them. If I end up using 2 instead of 3, I'll just return the 3rd one, but I don't think it's gonna be the case, because I have quite a lot of stuff. All right, let's go build those units. And listen, I'm the IKEA building queen. I love building furniture from IKEA. It's like my thing. It's like a puzzle for me. I love it. But this one looks a little bit complicated. I have a feeling that it's gonna take longer time than it took to build this one. So I'm gonna go bring them and we'll continue. Change of scenery. I don't have that much space there, so we're coming here. This is the �𝐋𝐋𝐿 unit, by the way. Let's start building. This is where everything started going wrong. I ignored the number 1 in one of the big pieces of the unit and blissfully continued using the wrong piece at the wrong place. And I kept going. I was determined to make it fit. So yeah, that was a wrong decision. A few hours, some broken screws and a mental breakdown later, I managed to fix it. And yes, that is a meat hammer. Don't judge. Hi. 3 hours later, I finally finished building all the 3 drawers. A lot of mistakes were made. I want to talk about it. I used to consider myself as an expert on building IKEA furniture. I'm gonna have to rethink about that. Here we are. I'm gonna move this one now. I am very tired right now, but nevertheless, now the fun begins. So I'm gonna move this one. I have a bunch of random stuff on top of it, but I'm just gonna remove it. Okay, out with the old in with a new. By the way, I tried to fix this one not too long ago because I told you it was broken, but nothing helps. Like, it's beyond help. I try my best. I also redid some of my, like, let me bring you closer, makeup dividers, and this drawer was one of them. It was my foundation, setting spray, setting powders and stuff like that, because it was really not organized in a nice way. But now I kind of have to do everything from scratch because the width and the length is different, so that's gonna be a whole other job on its own. I don't have a lot of foam board left, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do it, but for now, first of all, it's very late. It's 8 something p.m. and I'm kind of exhausted, so that's a long task, so that's definitely gonna be a task for another day. Today I think I'm just gonna put the new drawers in and move some of my makeup to those so that I can get rid of this one, and the organization stuff has got to be another day, so let's do that. So here's the first drawer. This is where the 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐋𝐿 drawer used to be. Now here's the thing, there is this power outlet right there. With my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐋𝐿 drawer, I just put it in front of it. For now, I was thinking I have two options. One of them is keep it on the side like this and stack the two others on top of it, and then use that space kind of a hidden storage, because I do have some tripods and some, my camera will not focus, so let me just put some more light in here. I can try a little bit. All right, so as I was saying, I have two options. One of them is to keep it like this and put storage things. I have tripods and cameras and lights and stuff like that that can stay there, kind of a hidden storage. And the other option is to put it in front, just like, I mean, okay, that wasn't that huge of a space right here, but the only thing is I'm gonna be stacking two more on top of this, so there's gonna be a little bit of difference here. I mean, I kind of liked having the hidden storage thing right there, but I'll see, and then if not, I'll just move it back around. So this is the drawer. It has only two of them. It's not that big, but I believe it's gonna work just fine. As you can see, it has no handles, no way to open it, and this is one of the things that I liked about this, because my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐿 drawer had kind of a hole so that you can put your hand and drag it and open it. This doesn't have anything. It does open with just pushing it, but I like this one more because that means that hopefully less dust will get inside. And look at this, it opens, well, I would say almost completely, like it doesn't come out, you know, but I can reach all of the things right here. It's not as bad as the 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐿 drawer was and most of the drawers at IKEA. I feel like this is good enough. The other drawer that I saw on the other store was a little bit better because it came out completely, but again, that felt a little bit weak and unstable, and I know that makeup weighs a lot. I'm gonna put a lot of it inside, and I don't think there's gonna be a good combination, heavy makeup and a weak drawer. Here we go. Let's bring the rest of them. This is all happening in the corner of my bedroom, by the way, because this is where I keep all of my stuff. This is a one-bedroom apartment, so I don't want to keep them in my living room. Let's go pick up the rest. Yes, that was me dropping a whole unit on the floor. That's right. So here are all of them together. This is the space that I was talking about. I mean, it's not too bad, but it is a little bit noticeable. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. I like it. I like it more than my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐿 drawer because it's not as tall as that one, and it's also a little bit more narrow, so it doesn't come that much in front, you know? So it's giving me a little bit more space here to move around in this area, which I really appreciate. I like it. And I also have quite a little bit of space up here. That was a job and a half. So I guess what's left now is to start moving stuff. Let's do that. So let's start. Technically, you're supposed to screw them in the wall so that they become more stable, but I'm not gonna do that because we're renting, so that's not an option. Maybe I should plan a little bit what I'm gonna put where. I'm gonna start with eyeshadow palettes. On the other side, I have my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐿 drawer so that I can move stuff to the other one. My first drawer here was lip products, and to be honest, I really like how they are organized with the dividers and everything. And I put those first because it's a thinner drawer than the ones that are down. But I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow palette drawer. You can see it looks like it's gonna break, so let's do that. Finally, a new storage. I was actually considering I'm gonna change things. It broke. When I move again, I was telling myself, oh, just keep it a little bit longer until I move, because I know we're gonna move from here at some point. And I was telling that, what if I buy something that I do not like or it doesn't fit with a new space, you know? But I do believe that I will find space for this drawer. I mean, it's nice and elegant, you know. I just hope it won't trip forward. I'm gonna have my larger palettes right here. I think this is better. So it's definitely not gonna be perfect right now, and I know myself, I will be changing things around a lot, but let's see for now. It just needs to be good enough for now. Look at this. These palettes right here did not fit standing on that one. The drawer was too low, so that's a nice change. That's a face palette. Okay. I always appreciate change. I love changing things around, so this is fun. One drawer is empty. I'll definitely move things around, but they just need a home for now. Okay, so what else should I put here with the eyeshadow palettes? I have half of this empty. Okay, so I could put lashes, although they are very flat. I don't know how they're gonna look. Or face powders. Let's try this. I apologize about the lighting. I fixed it a little bit. I brought in the big light. Now you should be able to look a little bit better. I'm sorry about the quality again. Okay, so here is this for now. This can go here too. Again, it's definitely not gonna stay like this. I just have to figure things out a little bit better. We have eyeshadow palettes, powders, and I also have here this face palette. Okay. That was the first one. Running smoothly. Second one. Okay, so I feel like in the second drawer I have to put face products. This is how blushes, bronzers, highlighters looked in my Alex drawer, and I gotta say I really like this organization style because yeah, everything fits quite nicely. Let's move this drawer. Let's start with the blushes. These are definitely gonna need some dividers because otherwise they will just go around everywhere. But again, that's a task for a different day. I have bronzers, powder highlighters, and a bunch of cream blushes and cream highlighters. I'm sorry if this is not looking satisfying at the moment. It will look much better, I promise. It might take some time, but it will. You know what? I do like having a wider and more narrow drawer. It's nice. It's a nice change. Okay, let's close it for now. All right, next one. On the next one, I think I'm gonna put foundations, setting spray, concealers, and stuff like that. Now, here's the thing. I know for a fact that this will not fit standing, but then again, this is how they used to be, so they were not standing here either because some of the bottles just too tall. I do have these organizers from here. I think I'm gonna transfer some of them there anyway, so let's start. They're gonna have to stay like this for now. I don't like having bottles like this stay like that, even foundation bottles, because some of them might leak or I don't know. I just want the product to be as standing as possible, to be readier to use. This, no. Some of them might fit though. Some of them definitely fit. And now I have some random stuff. I have some glow body oils and some primers. And lastly, my concealers. I know that after I organize them with the divider, I will have a lot more space in each drawer, and some of them might be combined together in a different way. And yes, I can see now that I guess there is a little bit hidden here, but I still think that I can reach my products just fine. I guess it's not perfect, but this is a cheaper option. If I was to find an option that does open completely and is sturdy, I think I would have to pay a lot more money than what I paid for this unit. So I am happy with them for now, and I do see a lot of potential in them. What did you open? So the fourth one, I'm gonna have everything else basically. All of my lipsticks, eyelashes, and eye products. I think these are nice things to combine together because I don't use them as much anyway. So I'm gonna start, look at this. It came off. Again, I do take full responsibility for this. I guess it's making my life a bit easier. Honestly, it's really exciting with a change. I've had these drawers for 5 or 6 years and I have changed things around a little bit, but not that much. There's only so much you can do with the space that you have. This might have to be a drawer just for my lashes. Or I guess I could combine this with my eyeshadow palettes. So I guess I'm gonna use the last one for the remaining products. Alright, so that was everything. I know it looks messy and horrible right now. I will put my nail polishes at the last one at the end, not right now, but I think I'm gonna leave it at this for now because I do have some planning to do. I have to see how much space actually everything takes because I know that I will be using less drawers. I do believe that I'm gonna be using 4 drawers in total instead of 5, and I will have one drawer definitely for my nail polishes. Maybe I put some more of my other nails fixing stuff that are not nail polishes so that I can free some more space on my other side. This thing right here, which is a mess, my camera is about to fall from moving it so much around, so I'm gonna have to do that. I don't know how long it's gonna take. I will probably not finish today, so I will leave you here for now. I might film an update a different day and I will put it together with this video, or I'll probably not do a whole separate video just for the update. So without further ado, if I don't see you on the update, goodbye for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time, whenever that is.
Several days later.
Hello, welcome back. It has been a few days, quite a few days. I'm glad to report that I have finished with the organization of each drawer. Now, I actually did finish it pretty much the day after I filmed the video, but I just didn't get the chance to actually sit down and film it. So, come closer and let's see how every drawer is now looking. I have to say, I am very happy with all of the drawers. I mean, it's not perfect and things will change eventually, especially knowing my nature of needing change every 5 minutes. But at the moment, I'm very happy with it. It is very visually pleasing. I love looking at them. There's a lot of space for growth, which is awesome, and overall I am very happy with my choice. It has been probably 2 or 3 weeks, probably 2 weeks I would say, and so far I'm very happy with my choice, and I'm happy that I ended up choosing these drawers and actually upgrading my 𝐼𝐿𝐋 drawers. It was time. Okay, without further ado, let's see these freaking drawers so that I can finish this video. Okay, so here's the decoration for now. I have my jewelry, trying to look at them and wear them more often. I have some dried flowers. These are actually from my wedding bouquet. I've been trying to dry them to create something with them so that I can preserve it. Anyways, let's start with the first drawer. Give me a second. Technical difficulties. I have too much shit in here, too little space. So in this drawer, like you saw, I have all of my palettes, which took half of the space, and then I ended up putting my lashes on this little part of the drawer because honestly I just didn't have space anywhere else to put them. And in my 𝐼𝐿𝐋 drawer, all of them used to be flat, which I could see how every style looked, which made it a little bit easier for me to choose them and actually use them. But this is a compromise because I just didn't have more space and they had to go somewhere, and I can easily move them around and see which style it is. So all in all, this is the first drawer. This wasn't too much work. I just basically put products inside. Let's move on to the second one. Second drawer. Now this is very satisfying. Let's bring you a little bit closer. So here I have all of my powder blushes. They took a whole row and a little bit more right here because I just have too many of them. These are basically like mini blushes. Yeah, I just didn't have enough space to put them here. But next to the blushes, I have all of the powder highlighters, which honestly it hasn't changed in a long time. I haven't added or removed any of them. Yeah, I don't really use powder highlighters that much anymore. I just can't get myself to get rid of them because you never know, that trend might come back. And then right here I have my powder bronzers. So as you can see, there's a theme here. On this side there are all of my powder stuff, which to be honest I don't use any of them too much. Also a small drawer, hasn't changed in a long time, keeping it that way for now. And then I actually decided to put my powders here. I used to have them laying flat, but they took too much space, and I used to have them together with my foundations, concealers and base products, but this time I just didn't have, I don't know, I just wanted to try something different. Since they are powders and not liquids, I thought let's just put them here, and they actually fit very nicely here. Also, I haven't bought powders in a very very long time. I'm currently working with one powder in my project 10 pan. I'm trying to finish it. I want to go through a lot of these powders and maybe keep like one or two in the future, because I just don't use loose powders that much. Okay, moving on. Right here I have my cream bronzers. I also have one, this is basically a setting powder, but it's in the shade Deep, the Linda Hallberg one, which I use as a bronzer sometimes. I don't use it that often, but I don't have a separate category for loose powder bronzers, so I just put it together with my cream bronzers since they're not that many. So they are living here, and then right next to them we have powder highlighters and cream highlighters. Again, I don't have too many of either of one of them. They just need one little space all together, coexisting. This one doesn't fit, which bugs me because I could have made a little bit more space so that it would fit, but it was too late, and I just want to finish. So these are living here, cream and loose highlighters. And then we have almost the biggest section of all of them. Maybe this is the actual biggest one. My cream blushes, because I love cream blushes. They all live here. There they are, all of them. Not much else to say. Just staying there, chilling. Then I had to put one more category here because honestly I didn't know where else to put them, and I also have this free space right here. We have basically some random stuff. We have some body glittery bronzing oils, and then we have two face palettes, because these are the only face palettes that I have and I have nowhere else to put them. And that's all for the second drawer. I'm honestly really loving how wide the drawers are. I get a lot more products. It's just more satisfying to look at them. Love it. Let's move on to the third drawer. Now for the third drawer, to be honest, it's not the most visually satisfying, but it works, and I have to say it works better than how I used to have them in my Alex drawer. It is easier to reach product, it is easier to look at the products to see what I have, and overall I really like it. Yeah, it's not perfect, but it works very well. Starting off with foundations. I have all of my foundations right there. There's a lot of space. I don't have too many foundations. I try to go through things and not leave them too long, because they are liquid products, and they do go bad faster than powder products. There you have it, all of my foundations. And then right here I have my primers. Basically I don't have too many. I have like 3 products there at the moment. I have more at my table where I do my makeup. There's a lot of space. I didn't really have a system for this. I didn't make a specific organization. I kind of tried in the beginning, kind of like my foundations, something like that, but at the end I was like, it's not worth it. Let me just leave them in the drawer like that, because there is more space for product. And also fortunately the products are not too tall, so I can actually close the drawers. So yeah, overall they didn't bother me. They're just sitting like that, and there's a lot of space for more products. Moving on, next we have a drawer for my concealers. They're just all of them sitting there together. Yeah, they have a little bit more space than they used to have. It's also much easier for me to see what I have than it used to be before. Overall I am much happier with this style. Next, this might look a little bit weird, but I have this little box right here, which if I remove, then it's just too much space. If I keep it, it looks weird. I don't know, just staying like this for now. I know it's not perfect, but it's gotta stay like this for now. I have brow products here, pencils, pens, brow gel, pomade, basically all of my brow products, and I have one lash glue because I didn't have space to put this together with my lashes, so it's just living there. And then next to it I have my mascaras, all of my 4 mascaras that I have right here. Yeah, I'm not one of most YouTubers that have hundreds of mascaras. I only have a few, and I like to use them up before I buy new ones. Okay, next, moving on, I have my setting sprays. So this was a difficult one, and this was one that I wish I had a deeper drawer for, but at the end I made it work. In the beginning I wanted to lay all of them like completely flat, which I don't really prefer as a way of organizing my products. I much rather them standing, but this is better than completely lying flat down. Basically I just put a small wall right there so that they can just have something to support them. That's for my tallest setting sprays, and then I have a few more semi-tall sitting right here, and then I have just some mini ones just hanging right here, because honestly there was just not a better solution that I could do with them. So yeah, so this is it for the third drawer. Let's move on to the fourth one. This is the last makeup drawer that I have. Are you ready for this? This is very satisfying. Ta-da! I used to have my lip products on the first drawer, on my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐋𝐿 drawer. These are really products that I don't really use that often, and I thought it would be a nice way to combine them with glitters and gel liners and stuff like that, which are also products that I don't use very often. So yeah, and they are super satisfying to look at. Now, on this side we have all of my lip products, obviously. The organization is pretty much as it used to be. I try to kind of replicate it, and it fits quite well. I have lipsticks, and we have liquid lipsticks, whatever's left of them. And then we have glosses and stuff like that over there. And then next to it we have gel liners, some loose eyeshadows, and then we have some pigments and glitters and what are these called? Water activated face paints, and we have some cream shadows and some other glittery stuff, and we have primers right here. So this is also a little bit of a weird situation because I really didn't know exactly how to make an organizer for them that would fit everything. So we have eyeshadow primers right here, and then we have like random stuff, basically a colored mascara and some liquid eyeshadows, and also a yellow liner. Categories that I don't really have much of, so they kind of just had to stay like this. I know it's not perfect, but perfection does not exist, so yeah. This was my fourth and last makeup drawer. I fit all of my makeup in 4 drawers. That is very good. And the next one we have nail polishes. This is not all of my nail polishes. They will go there eventually. I'm trying to go through all of them. The rest of them are in this bag right here. I don't know why I embarrass myself on the internet like this, but yeah, I try to use all of them like one by one, and then whatever I use I put them there. So yeah, anyways, I basically took the dividers for my 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐋 drawer and they fit pretty much perfectly. I only have this small gap right here, but I'm just putting some gel stuff. For the first time I bought a gel polish, gel-lac. It's not like gel, it's gel-lac, I think it's called. Basically to use on my toes, because I hate painting my toes and then they will get destroyed. Like they will not stay perfect. I've recently did gel-lac on my toes, white, for the wedding, and they stayed so nicely. I didn't have to worry about them getting ruined, and I was like, why don't I do it? I don't change my toenail color that often, so why not just use something that would last? I started with a white, and who knows, maybe I will grow my gel-lac collection. Anyways, that was the semi-last drawer, and then I have one more drawer that I will show you very shortly. I have yeah, a bunch of random stuff, mostly hair stuff, like yeah, whatever. You don't need to see that one. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so that's all for this video. So that's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the new organization. Do you miss the 𝐼𝐿𝐋𝐋 drawer? I am very happy with it. I do not miss it, not that much anyway. I mean, there is emotional attachment to it because it was like the OG makeup organizer. It is also very famous on the internet for makeup organization, so yeah, that will always have a special place in my heart. But nevertheless, I'm very happy with the way things turned out, and I appreciate I have a little bit more space here. And yeah, it looks a little bit more neat, like elegant. There's not holes on the drawers, and I don't know, I just really like it. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again on the next one. Bye bye.